Commence primary ignition.
Besides, Nemo already told me that was Robert Rodriguez's fault anyway. Oh, we're live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to VCN Transmissions. Son of a bantha, it's hot outside. I'm your host, Colin, and we got two special guests. We got Kentucky and we got Bobby, all the way from Texas, all the way from Tatooine. What's up, guys? What's
Pretty
going on?
much.
Like in Tatooine.
104 degrees. Twin suns are baking us out here.
Almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Oh, wow.
It's crossing the icy streams.
We are, very, very close to one of the coolest and funnest events that is happening this year, which is Rebel Scum Con number 3. How excited are you guys? I know it kind of hits different for you because you guys are running everything. What's going through your guys' heads right now, kind of leading up to this huge event?
A lot. Hey, message that guy. Hey, don't forget to talk to this guy. Did you ask that question for this other guy? Do we remember the post about that other thing? Are these orders ready? Is that thing coming in? Did we talk to this podcast yet? Do we have a podcast today? No, we don't. Wait, yes, we do in 5 minutes. Thanks, Dante.
Yeah, that sounds like most of it. Yep. Yeah. That sums all of it up. Just finalizing a lot of stuff. There's a decent amount of people that are very slow with follow-ups. Most of them are booking agents, food trucks, everyone I deal with on a daily basis for the most part. So it's but I drink 6 or 7 cups of coffee a day, so I'm operating on a different level. Yeah, I don't think it does anything anymore. I think it's just I just don't drink any soda anymore, really. So it's just water or coffee. Yeah, there's brown stuff.
Well, then, are you excited that Tate Fletcher will be there with his new coffee stuff?
I can't wait to try it.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're in a whole other dimension then. I mean, for me, I am beyond excited because not only is this my second time, but I've got we have some friends that are also going for the first time. And I think one of my favorite things is kind of seeing people's first experiences through like different things. So we've got Hunter Smoke that is coming for the first time. We've got my other friend Noah Maurer going. My wonderful wife is going as well. So it is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be great to hang out with you guys. It's just of the vicinity and just the vibes is just going to be out of this galaxy. I am beyond excited. What are the top 3 things, without spoiling anything, that you would probably say that you were most excited about this year's Rebel Scum Con?
Ooh, what are the top 3 things that we're most excited about on the VCN Transmissions podcast coming up for Rebel Scum Con year 3? Definitely Bunta.
Wow.
I mean,
what a great segue.
Well, I mean,
definitely Bunta is one of them.
not even fibbing, not even joking.
I know.
mean, like,
I just had to do it that way because it was funny.
it's during the weekend. It's during the weekend of RSC, and it's a party that VCN is hosting. So
Yeah.
we don't have to, we get to unplug like the boss mode and get to turn on and like get to be in play mode for a little bit, which isn't something that happens a lot during that weekend. I mean, we're still kind of working. You know, we have our guests there that we have to make sure that they're cool and having fun and whatnot, but still it's cut loose and cut back for everyone else. I mean, the attendees get to do this all day, but we now get to turn off, and then the VCN crew, now they're under the gun. So yeah, I like that.
So
great.
What karaoke songs are we singing up there then?
Ooh,
man.
What are you doing, Tuck?
I can't remember if I have ever done karaoke in my own life.
Well,
I've definitely been around, and like, you know, on tour we've come across it. We've had bands that I've been with like do their own songs, like do that thing and whatnot. But I don't think I've ever physically partaked. So I don't know. I couldn't answer that question.
Have you ever witnessed like a singer perform their own song at a karaoke event and get booed?
Oh yeah,
performing their own song?
Not get booed. So, no, not get booed. But I've seen people. We've seen like house bands and local bands do music of a particular artist that say that I work for something and we're in the establishment, and there's definitely been times they had no idea that person was there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool when it's organic like that, and sometimes they'll jump in, and other times they just take the flattery and yeah.
Nice.
But no, I don't think I have.
Okay, well,
maybe I'd do a local favorite song and do I don't know, like Drowning Pool, because you know they're Dallas guys and they're friends, and if they're not on tour, maybe I'll convince one or two of them to come down to Punta and maybe jump on instruments for it.
Ooh,
that is not official. Drowning Pool are not official guests of Punta Eve, Texas too.
Breaking news.
Spencer, it's too late. Spencer's already telling everybody in VCN. Hey, Tucky, just did you hear?
My phone just went off. It's probably him.
Now Spencer has something to put on his sticky note for you.
So I mean, with how much fun that event is, and all of the great people involved, all of the different celebrities will be there. Some of them are carrying.
Oh,
good.
you're back. Okay.
Good.
Hey, you said some of them are carrying.
Yes, some of them are carrying.
Yes,
over
it's Texas.
To Rebel. Some of them are carrying over to Rebel Scum Con the next day.
Yes.
And how excited are you guys that not only are you getting Amperu, but you're getting 4 Leias over there as well? What does that mean to you as showrunners, but also as Star Wars fans as well?
As a Star Wars fan, I think it's just absolutely incredible. It's just more icing on the cake than was already getting put on there, and there's been so much. As a promoter, it's really nice. I feel like it's just, especially when it comes from a place of, hey, we're already kind of doing these things alongside each other. You know, why not cross over a little bit? It only makes sense, because at the end of the day, both Rebel Scum Con and the Virtual Cantina Network are trying to achieve essentially the same thing, and that is to make a good time or a good experience for the Star Wars community around them. And doing that together just makes that job easier and more fun. Yeah. So
and also knowing what Spencer's guest list was for VCN, and knowing which guests were going to be attending Rebel Scum Con after the Bunta party, it kind of it gave me the little window in on what was going to be happening when, I knew we about halfway through our booking process, we didn't have a lot of female guests announced, but I also knew all of the guests from VCN that were coming to Bunta that were going to be staying over the weekend were female guests. So it's like, I mean, I kind of know something that's happening, and they go, well, like, you guys don't have any female guests. You guys don't have any female guests besides Denise Gow. And I'm like, trust me, we have more coming. And then, we just haven't announced everybody yet. And, we had Vanessa, and we had Gideon in the works. We had Bryce in the works. Aubrey just kind of came out of nowhere, but it was always kind of there wasn't like we were planning on having a guys' night out. It was just that the order of events of who was getting announced and when, and also knowing the fact that we were going to have 7 guests from Bunta coming and hanging out for the weekend, and all of them being ladies that I kind of had that in my back pocket.
And again, some of that is waiting on contracts.
Oh yeah,
sometimes the order of operations of when guests get announced is dictated by when we get those contracts back. Sometimes those contracts went out way sooner than some of the other guests that got announced. It just depends on when we hear that yes back. But speaking of yeses back, I'm so excited that these guests will be joining us, and we get to know about it ahead of time for Rebel Scum Con briefly on Saturday and Sunday for some of them.
Yep. Yeah. Get a bunch more Grogu and a whole lot of Leia.
And Max Rebo. And Max Rebo.
Don't have any No.
At least 3 Grogu signatures can be
Tamara's only here for Mandalorian and Grogu movie guest.
Why is Max Rebo on their description poster? Just saying.
That's we don't put that on our site. That's only on the VCN site.
Hey, I like Book of Boba Fett.
So
I like Book of Boba Fett too. That's why we got Dorian, Kenji, and JJ Dash now.
So are you banning me from getting any Max Rebo stuff signed then throughout the weekend?
I mean, you can't have Bunta. You can't have Bunta.
Let's see how his behavior is, and we'll readdress it.
Yeah. So if you see security carrying me out on Saturday, you know why? Because
you won't have legs kicking at the bottom while you're getting carried out.
Wow.
Kind of just a slug. Just those arms. Just those rolling arms.
I didn't even mention the whole 4-limb, 2-limb thing. That was you.
He's gonna get mauled.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So
I wonder if Max fights just like Rada. He just kind of slithers over and just kind of swings his jizz wailing hands around.
He is not a Hutt, and it would be very hard for him to fight. I'm not getting this in. I'm not doing this.
Man.
We're not doing this now. We can.
We might as well talk canon about him and not action Kenner action figure, because if Kenner dictates what's going on, then Forlom was a bug and Zuckuss was a robot.
So instead of karaoke at Bunta, it's just going to be me and Kentucky going up there with mics, and then we're just going to go back and forth.
We'll have one final Max Rebo debate.
In this corner, all the way from Michigan, the 4-limb believer, Colin Weaver. In this corner, Kentucky, he just believes in 2 limbs. Go ahead, you start.
Raise 1 limb if you think he's got 2.
Don't even think of it.
So, with that being said, we know there will be a lot of great surprises. There will be, a lot of fun around. What would you say is your favorite memory out of the 2 Rebel Scum Cons you guys have done so far? Who wants to go first?
Man, that's like, well, I mean, I've had so many fun memories. I can't pick my favorite kid. It's propaganda shirt there.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's just a shirt.
On. And I'm still wearing the same shirt since yesterday because I haven't left my computer. I don't think. I think I just fell asleep here and I'm still here. Man, favorite. I mean, last year our first VCN was awesome because it's something that we worked on for a while to get that going, and to have a fun thing to do after the show, because it was something that was definitely missing year one. To have an organized thing where, because people kind of just dispersed and did their own things, which is something you kind of do anyway. But we kind of wanted to have something that would be fun that everyone can get together for. And we were kind of talking to Spencer already at that point before year one happened, and it just kind of worked out that to have that for year two. So I mean, the fact that to have fun things to do after hours is definitely on my favorites list. I mean, I love droids. I love all the droids. I love the fact that the droid builders told us it was the most droids they've had at like a Texas con. Was an awesome thing to hear, because there's a lot bigger shows than us out there.
I think we're gonna break the record again this year. Because of Hunter and I are driving down, and we're gonna have our droids with us. So it is gonna be fun. You guys are in for a treat.
Yeah, and I've made some friends with some droid builders over the internet, and kind of convinced them that they were like, well, there's no way we can come. I go, no, you just have to come. They're like, no, just do it. And so we've got and then on top of that, there's so many amazing droids that are at home in Texas that live here already. So it's we've got a bunch of droids traveling in, and we've got a bunch that are on site, and I love them. It kind of, there's nothing that makes the atmosphere feel like you're somewhere else than having our units and all the other types just rolling around doing their thing, making their noises, squealing and playing music, and it just it adds to the immersion, and the immersion is definitely something that I love and want more of. So
yeah.
What about you, Bobby?
Me, my favoriteest moment is probably when Matt.
No, I know your favorite moment. Year one when you were moderating Ahmed Best. It's like I've never seen a smile on your face. Besides that photo that was circulating of you sitting there in your Thrawn cosplay, moderating Ahmed Best panel. And then it was duplicated when you met Matt Wood in the lobby at year two. I think. You can give your own answer now.
Definitely one of the tops. That was definitely my favorite year one moment for sure.
Yeah.
But right now, my favorite moment is when Matt picked out a Roger from the collection that I've been working on.
Yeah.
So he picked out one that I actually hand painted myself, and I recently finished making the replacement about a month ago. Finally,
cool.
So he picked OOM-10, which was the commanding battle droid from the Citadel arc under R2-D2.
Awesome.
Special guy. C-3PO ESB prop backpack. Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
That's cool.
I like seeing the protocol droid backpacks. I don't like seeing battle damaged or battle droids with lightsabers through their chests. So
we like that.
Yeah,
we all like that. Just Bobby. Bobby's the only one who doesn't like that. For the Republic.
Someone was dressed up as Han Solo from Force Awakens last year that actually had Kylo Ren of his lightsaber going through his chest.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like,
that's a really good cosplay.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So for me, I'm gonna give you a cheesy answer, and I'm gonna say that my favorite moment was honestly meeting a bunch of you guys for the first time. Because of like from where I was to where I am now is just a big leap, and joining the VCN family has been an absolute blast, and getting to know you guys more, getting to know Dante more and the team more has been an absolute blast. And I'm a big people person, so I just of just getting to meet and hang out with all of you, and I'm very, very excited for this year and having those different moments, and looking forward to what's ahead. So yeah, I know it's cheesy, but yeah,
I like it.
That's cool. I dig that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's I appreciate that because it's something I appreciate myself. When to be in a situation where, I mean, we're huge Star Wars fans, and the content that comes across my phone when I open up Facebook or Instagram are the people that I now know, and that come to Texas to come hang out at an event that me and my friends put together. So
Yeah.
it's humbling, and it's fun, and it's something that's that we're really appreciative of and the fact that we're spreading out the friends that we have so much further wider into the country and the world from RSC. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
That is probably the other most special feeling, aside from whatever personal things we as fans are most excited about, or whatever special experiences we might have with that celebrity we're most excited to meet, or most inspired by, in some cases, depending on whatever it is. For us to put together something like this and then get to see you guys excited for it, and get to see you guys excited for those experiences, those moments that we just talked about that were so precious to ourselves, is so special. I mean, seeing that anticipation, seeing that reward when you're out of the line, when you're out of that photo op and you have the picture in hand with that group of celebrities that you were looking forward to, or just individual,
or your group of friends with that one celebrity, that kind of
it's one thing to get to experience it for yourself at a convention, but man, is it gratifying to see you guys do it too.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, the craziest, weirdest, and great, and just coolest thing in general about Star Wars is that it brings people together, and the fact that Rebel Scum Con is a big vessel for that is absolutely incredible. So if this is your first time, just lock in, turn off expectations, because of it won't even hit the bar. Like, you just will, of that bar is just going to be completely maxed out. Because of all the great things that do come out of this con. And it's not like, if you're not into panels, there's so many other stuff that you can go and do. Of the 501st, of the droid builders area, there's so many different events. There is Boonta Eve. There's so many different things and so much variety of what this con has to offer. So it's so cool. But yeah. And then the other thing too that I think is super, super exciting is the guest lineup, because there's Bryce Dallas Howard, there is John Boyega, there's Eric Walker, there is
Johnny Coyne.
Yeah,
Johnny
Coyne.
Johnny Coyne.
Mandalorian and Grogu like team there. Like you've got Brennan Wayne, you've got Lateef Crowder, and it's just like this lineup is absolutely insane in the best way possible. What is that like? I mean, of when there's certain people that you guys are getting for this con, what's that feeling like when it's like, oh, this is actually happening?
What's his brother's name, Spencer?
Talking about Keith Coin.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought he was setting up a joke.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it is a joke. It is a joke he's making about Keith Coin. No,
I thought he was going to say Johnny Dollar or something.
No, it's no, that was from yesterday with
Daddy
Spencer.
Warbucks.
It's crazy when it starts to come together, and I guess I'm the one that's guilty of getting to see it first, because we kind of, I kind of come up with an idea and I kind of pass it by the guys and I go, well, this is what I'm going for. Like, yeah, let's do that. And then and then I just start going after it. And then when the contracts start coming back and it's like getting approved by the people that are going to do this, that, to bring to life the idea, and then it becomes very rewarding very, very quickly. And you're like, this is what we're trying to bring for everyone, and it's happening. So this is cool. Let's keep going. And it's it definitely becomes addictive, trying to outdo yourself on every contract, every guest announcement, every grouping of guests, and then it goes show by show, trying to outdo what you did the year before. And it's not necessarily like, oh, that wasn't cool, let's do better. It was, well, we had so much fun. How do we just match that? And then, but bring the expectations even higher.
Yeah. Spencer has a question, which actually could be my question next of segueing it. But has there ever been an idea that was shot down? For
probably just as many as there has been ideas that have like made it, because that's the great thing about having this this ownership team by committee instead of having just one voice, that kind of monarchy where you have like a king and he's kind of in charge of everything, what he says goes, and you kind of only get one person's vision. And where we have this group of us that gets together and kind of works together on things, we're each kind of into different things. We're into each different fandoms too. Like, we're all Star Wars fans, but Bobby loves Transformers. I'm big into G.I. Joe, and like Josh is big into like DC and Batman. So it's like we kind of have our own things we're into. Some of us are more gaming, we're in the video game world. Some of us are more tabletop gaming. Some of us are more card game orientated. So it's like we have our things that make we have in common, and we have the things that make us different, and kind of works together. Whereas we're able to kind of bring different ideas on things that, if it was just one person making all the decisions and one person coming up with ideas, you kind of only really have a copy of what they like as what the show would be. So by having all, different minds bringing things together, it kind of it rounds out the show and makes it it brings someone's favorite something at any place you look at in the showroom.
Yeah.
And that's also not to say that it's because things are bad ideas or just not for Rebel Scum Con ideas. It could just be things we might not be able to implement yet. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we come up with cool ideas and things that can't happen until we have maybe a larger venue, or maybe we're in a different city. There were lots of things that we wanted to do, and we're trying to arrange on year one, for example, like Bunta. That was something we wanted to do since the beginning, and it was something that we couldn't do yet very clearly, because we also didn't really have the relationship with VCN yet either. And when we started throwing the idea of some kind of other like live music or activity event, it just wasn't able to happen because of whatever reasons the city or venue was giving us at the time. But then there's things that come up and maybe they just don't vibe with us or the values we feel like RSC has. So sometimes there may be a guest that either doesn't attend RSC at any point or doesn't attend RSC again because it just didn't vibe.
Or even on the positive side of that, sometimes, names are brought up. What's like, hey, why don't we go for this person? But go, well, we have a plan for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And they would clearly fit into that plan. So to invite them this year and maybe that booking goes successfully, now will that hurt what we're planning next year with, where they would fit perfectly in a group of people we're working for next year? So not necessarily always necessarily in a negative respect. Just sometimes it's timing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, sometimes it sounds like you kind of have to play the waiting game depending on the project and
Sure.
all that stuff.
Yep.
That, I mean, because I think the guest lineup that you guys have is fantastic. And it also, I mean, because you have people from the Mandalorian Grogu, but then you have this new game coming out, which is called Galactic Racer, and you got the original Sebulba voice actor coming in, which is just fantastic because, I mean, because not only did he voice Sebulba in the movie, but he's voiced him throughout games and including in this new game coming out.
Yep.
So you guys have it locked down for sure, with stuff that is, from our favorite stuff to the new stuff coming out as well. I think you guys are absolutely crushing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
We're just trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
The best way and share the good time the best way we think we can. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
hey, Sean.
Crack it.
So with the different guests that will be there, how do you incorporate with the different vendors and the different artists and of the different costume groups there as well? What is the decision making process for that, and does that change every year or does it stay the same?
Well, I would say guests don't really affect those things.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the costume clubs, they're always welcome. We invite them every year. I mean, we even invite the Ghostbusters, and people go, "Why are there Ghostbusters at a Star Wars?" Like,
we're like, they wanted us fun. They're nice, and we like them.
And we like them, and they're friends. And and if they want to come, then they're welcome to. And it's I think they fit just like anyone else. And so they.
There's Force ghosts that show up. You never know.
Yeah,
Qui-Gon could be running around. Luke could be running around.
Oh man.
They could be leading possible budding Sith astray. So the Ghostbusters have to be there to stop it.
Wow.
Yeah.
On the vendor and artist side, that doesn't really play in much. It's, we do, and I don't know how, I can't say how other shows do it, and especially like larger shows that have a ton more booths to fill, how they kind of do their like jurying system. But we're very mindful on who comes to the show. We want to make sure that they're positive people in the community, that they're putting out good products, that they're fair in what they do, and we kind of really like to know what people are selling as well, so that it's we kind of keep under wraps, not overcrowding any particular genre of something that a vendor might have. So as we don't have 14 people with Funko Pops or 10 different lightsaber vendors or things like that, so that it just overpopulates the vendor room, and then the vendor room gets stale. It's like, the vendor room's full of vendors, but if everyone is selling the same thing, it's not full. It's just condensed of the same thing. So we look very closely on who comes and who doesn't.
Because for me, I think one of the coolest things last year was, going back to what I said in the beginning, where it's like, just kind of erase those expectations, because I did that going in, because I've only heard of the con at that point, but then going in and experiencing it is a whole other thing. And of the lineup that you had for the guests, from the vendors, from the costume groups, from hyperspace props being there, where you could go and play Sabacc with, people in character, that's awesome.
And Sabacc for charity.
Yes, yeah.
But with metal currency.
Or attendees posted up literally the whole weekend just at Sabacc for charity. There was at least one attendee who did not leave except for when they had to, because the con was closing for the day.
Yeah.
So our RSC is full of lots of experiences, and it's what you make of it. And sometimes maybe your favorite thing is sitting in a Star Wars immersive booth playing Sabacc the whole time.
So fun fact, when I started working over at Disney at Galaxy's Edge, at one point, one of my jobs was I would be there was this role called Landflow, and basically I would wear this Batuan civilian outfit, and then I would just go around the land. I would find a trash can, and then I would teach people how to play Sabacc as they were coming in. And
cool.
So seeing Sabacc for charity, seeing hyperspace props there, and doing what they were doing was very, very cool.
Yeah, we love the both of them.
Yeah,
we do. I also can't help but notice nobody ever stopped to teach me Sabacc at Galaxy's Edge. So
I bet that position kind of disappeared, though, right? I think they kind of.
I could talk about that, but times have changed, because when I went, it was around the time when like theming was a very heavy thing, but especially over at Hollywood Studios. But times have changed, because now you have it to where, at least over Hollywood Studios, it's where you kind of have two different eras crossing over, because at Smuggler's Run, it's no longer the sequel era. Like you're walking right now.
Wait, I thought they were only doing that in California to start.
No, so Smuggler's Run got a makeover over at Hollywood Studios as well.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just not over at Disneyland.
They just haven't.
But it's just Smuggler's Run so far.
It's just Smuggler's Run. They have not changed really anything else in the land.
Yeah, they haven't done the Vader and the Vader swap and Kylo swap, etc. But yeah, I see.
But
it kind of lost a little bit of its magic of the immersion, and kind of became more like just a land in the theme park, I think. More recently.
Yeah. I mean, I could talk about Galaxy's Edge forever. I could honestly do it, because it was some of the best 3 years of my life. I got paid to say "May the Force be with you" every day. It was so cool. It was awesome.
It inspires.
And now, I don't know your history fully.
Activated you like a sleeper agent.
Now, were you doing a podcast before Galaxy's Edge, or did it kind of not necessarily led to it, but it was kind of during that time that you kind of
at that point I was part of the podcast because of that podcast formed it's been almost 9 years of that. It was shortly 2018. Yes. 2018 is when it was formed, and then I started working over at I got hired by Disney in 2020. So yeah.
It had to be so much fun.
Hey, Pop.
Yeah. Yeah, I was over at Rise of the Resistance, so I was a First Order officer. I was a Resistance fighter, and then I was a smuggler over at Smuggler's Run. And theming was just so much fun. Because when we were there, we were in character, and I think one of my favorite moments, and like I said, I could talk about Galaxy's Edge forever, is that there would be mornings where I would be kind of prepping and opening up the park, and one of my favorite things was seeing the sun reflect off of the spire onto the Millennium Falcon, and the sunrises every morning were probably some of the coolest things ever. So yeah, being at Galaxy's Edge was an absolute privilege. It was a blast, and then I moved because my wife and I wanted to start a family. But yeah, it was an absolute dream come true. So anything that has that immersiveness, such as Rebel Scum Con and Boonta Eve and stuff like that, it just kind of brings me back home. So yeah,
us too, and that's why we started branching off and talking about that, because it's that immersion. Like the first time I went through there, and almost pretty much every time I go through there, it's there, and it's something that we hold on to and love so much that it's something that we want to, we've tried to incorporate already, and we want to incorporate more. And I think not to look past this year, but next year we're going to be moving to a larger building solely for the reason so that we can really expand upon the activities that we can do there, and add more walls so that we can add more immersion, so that we can make it more of a complete takeover of the venue. So it's something that we love already, and it's something we just want more of. And we have a feeling the people coming want it too. I doubt people that come into Rebel Scum Con want less immersion.
Yeah.
Can we make this more cookie cutter, more cement floors, more
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other good thing about being part of like the 501st or the Rebel Legion or the Droid Builders, like of building those costumes and props. Because now when I'm watching a film, like, so I mean, in the room I am is this giant cantina type vibe right now, and I've got this projector where like when I'm working on suits and all that stuff from my work, it's just like I'm watching Star Wars and I look over and I see a full life-size R2 unit in the corner that I built. It's just like it's so immersive. I can be like, I've got one of those. Wow, that's really cool. So that's the other. Yeah, so that's the other great thing too, is like not only are you seeing all of these different vendors, celebrity guests in hyperspace props, but the costume groups are there, the droid builders are there, the 501st, the Rebel Legion, the Mando Mercs. Is there anyone I'm missing?
Dark Empire,
and
Saber Guild.
Guild. Okay.
And I think they even branch off even further with like some of the different aliens have their own kind of
they're starting to be more and more
very specific
subgroups splitting off, but it makes sense. I mean, as there become more and more cosplayers dedicating to more individual groups rather than just Rebels or Empire or Mandos, I mean, it does make sense to start branching out more.
Yeah.
Bantha babes are a thing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I believe you are a Bantha babe, Spencer.
Whoa.
It just it's something that we love here, because it's we're part of the group. We're we are Star Wars lovers. We are fans of everything there is in that galaxy far, far away.
Bobby, calm down, Bobby.
It's because his chest is so hairy.
Stop baiting the Spencer. And it it's we're coming from a different point of view, as where as I imagine other showrunners are literally just looking at the dollars and cents, and just doing their version of just a Comic-Con, and bringing in guests from all different IPs, and just bringing in any vendor that'll apply, and just doing their thing, and looking at their bank account at the end of the day. And I think we take a lot more time and put a lot more effort in to try to bring you to that galaxy for one weekend a year.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's we appreciate all that stuff, so that's why we want to make sure that we're kind of putting it out there. And
I mean, you guys absolutely crush it. I cannot stress that enough. Because it was just so crazy of going in for my first time last year, and then me leaving, and I was like, wow, I feel like I've been going to this con my whole life, because it was such a welcoming experience. And just everyone was so friendly. Even the celebrities were having such a great time. It was so cool. So the environment.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, of just the environment that you guys have created is just absolutely outstanding. And I think that's what makes Rebel Scum Con stand out so much, is because for the people that are going in for the first time are just like, okay, I'm coming back, every single year now, because of the vibes that you guys have set in place. So props to you guys. Because I can't even imagine of running a show like this, of what that's even like, of the complications that could happen, and of just how prepared you guys got to be. So everything that you guys do, we as fans going in can tell the heart and soul and the sweat and tears that you put into the show. So on behalf of all of us, thank you. Because it's just such an incredible experience. 100%. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Hi, Chris. I see Chris over there. I see blank slate. Yeah, and it's, I mean, we just, we're con goers, we're con attendees. We go to conventions all over the place, and that's actually, where we end up recruiting vendors too. Just passionately talking about what we do, and now it's getting almost too easy now, because people are telling us about our show instead of us trying to sell people on our show. So it's become the shoes on the other foot a little bit there, where we're trying to pitch people the idea of this all Star Wars show, and that it'll be fun, and you should come check it out, and this is what we do, and this is our vibe. And people are like, sure, yeah, of course, the super immersive, yeah, all Star Wars, yeah. And it's kind of now it's the other way around, where it's people are like, oh yeah, we'll hear people talking about the show as we're walking up, not knowing who we are. Like what was happening at SpaceCon that weekend, it was kind of fun to hear people's opinions on the show without knowing it's us there. That's cool. That's what I really want to hear. I don't need this. I don't need the pats on the back. I want to know what people really think, and I want to know what they love about it, but also what they don't, and then so that we can take that and see, like, all right, is that something we can fix? Okay, then let's fix it.
Yeah,
type stuff. But yeah, it's been it's a fun ride so far.
Yeah, 3 years for a con. I mean, so like, what has been one of the biggest changes that you would say that you good or bad, from compared, going into this show from the very first show that you guys did?
Ooh, from year 3 to year 1.
Well, people know about us. That's a big that's a big change.
Actually, yeah, awareness.
Yeah.
Awareness is way different from year and like Kentucky was saying, like it, in a good way. It got, I think, more exciting, more of a presence.
Yeah.
Faster than we expected. And that was just, I mean, really nice, Yeah. We definitely want more fans to know about it, and more fans to come, especially But I mean, we just kind of saw the growth maybe to be a little bit more gradual than it's being so far. And knock on wood, we continue to grow at least at a pace we can handle, and in a way that we can continue to maximize everything we love about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely something that well, it's, I don't know, it's kind of like a promise that we've kind of made to ourselves before this even started. And it's something that I feel that we have to keep reiterating out, because I'll see the comments out there where people get afraid of our growth, and it's like, I don't have that fear, because we've kind of decided this early on, that it's like, it doesn't matter how big it gets, like say attendee wise or guest wise. It's that the principles that we founded the con on will stay present. So it's not something that it's like, oh, well, now they have this many thousand people going, so now it's going to be corporate. Now it's going to be like now it's just going to be just like all the other. Now it's going to be like that. And we've kind of formed this under the principles of it staying this way always, and it doesn't matter how far away the walls are, in the vendor room or the signer room and whatnot. That's not going to change the identity of the show. We're still going to be that disarming show to the celebrities once we and I kind of prep them on that when we're doing the booking process, that when they get there, it's not there's no ball and chain that attaches them to their table and say, go there, go to work, sign those photos. And, it's, we created an atmosphere that everyone's there to have a good time, including the celebrities. So that they're a lot more, engaging anyway off the bat, because they feel less like they're clocked in and to work, and feel like, like what we're there to do, have a great weekend and have fun.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, Kevin, that's a great question. Kevin Anderson was just asking.
Have there been any on-screen actors or their agents that reached out to you in year 2 or 3 to attend, as opposed to your staff reaching out to them?
There's been a lot. That's actually been something that it started a little bit for year 2, but as soon as year 2 happened, it became like a regular thing happening for year 3. In fact, I mean, one of our and that's something that's going to continue to happen. I mean, that's I think to let out a little bit of secret sauce, I know that Jonas was one of those guests. Not him, his agent at the time, where it's someone that we tried to get possibly for year 1, because he had to cancel his other Dallas appearance for the press tour for the Acolyte. And we kind of tried to see if he was around for year 2 and couldn't find the right representation for him. And then after Mr. Dennis Lawson came and had a great time at the show and did well and kind of vouched for us, and they were at this time had the same agent. Upon settling up at the end of the weekend, the agent immediately said, he's like, I'm going to send Jonas to your show next year. He's like, he's going to have a great time there. And I'm like, bring it on. So ready. Let's do it.
I'm beyond excited.
We got the deal done and we got him to come to the show, but that's just one little story to back that up. Yeah.
Yeah. Jonas being there is so cool. I am beyond excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Because I've only seen him like in passing at a couple of cons. I've never had the opportunity to actually go and talk to him and stuff. So that's super, super exciting that he will be there.
Yeah, it was an immediate rewarding process. We're just doing what we say we're going to do. Everyone's showing up and doing what they say they're going to do by having a good weekend, and the celebrity guests having a great time. It immediately worked out to other people already ready to go. Like, hey, okay, cool. Let's give you a bigger dog. Hey, let's this guy. Now I want to send you this guy from my roster. Like, you've kind of earned it, kind of thing. It's kind of, I mean, it's you know, that was kind of the vibe I was getting when that happened, and I was like, yeah, but I mean, hey, yeah, definitely, we're into it. We want him. Like we've wanted him, so let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I can't even imagine what of just seeing I mean, because we know there's going to be a sequel panel, and I think that's just absolutely fantastic. So seeing, you know, him up there and some of the other people that will be up there too will just be absolutely incredible. And we got people from the Acolyte that will be at the con as well. So it's like you guys have a lineup that is speaking to all different types of fans of Star Wars, and I think that is such an incredible thing. So
that's the goal. That's the goal. We want everyone's favorite Star Wars to be represented each year, and then also the other Star Wars you love too. Like not necessarily only your favorite. We're gonna have a whole bunch there for you.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. I mean, the fact you got Max Rebo there is absolutely incredible. So, you know, it's just
you know, maybe next year. Maybe next year, Max Rebo. Yeah.
Max Rebo's coming.
Max Rebo will be there.
Yeah. We were just on our podcast the other day, remember?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, she's coming.
I will also be meeting the other counterpart of Max Rebo from the original trilogy over at Rhode Island Comic-Con this year.
Is Simon going to be there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. Yep. So I'll be meeting 2 Max Rebos in 1 year. So that's
awesome. Awesome.
Very, very
I'm not going to give you any hints on what 2027 will be like, but I guess I just did.
I will pre-warn you though. Simon is a 2-limber.
Yes.
Yes,
he is not a 4-limb believer. He is a 2-limber.
I know. I have heard the tale. I have heard the.
But it is also important to note he did not create the character. He just was assigned to puppeteer the character.
Who did, by the way?
Phil.
Was it a?
We are not doing this now. We don't have time for this.
I'm just curious. Who was it? Was it
Well, it wasn't Robert Rodriguez.
Was it Mr. Baker? Was it Mr. Tippett? Was it
Phil? So Phil Tippett was the actual. I mean, because of George Lucas and the team wanted to come up with a bunch of different aliens for Jabba's palace.
Sure.
And then they did the Rebo Truthers. Interesting. But that of this whole idea came from Phil Tippett, and then you're right, with Kenner it kept going back and forth if it was 4 limbs or 2 limbs, and that has been, you know, how.
And then Gendy Tartakovsky made it 4.
Yes.
And then Robert Rodriguez messed it all up again.
Yeah, but the whole Gendy Clone Wars things isn't canon. I mean, the Clone Wars is.
But a lot of the events
anyone can draw something.
Canon, and Max Rebo is canon. So I mean,
he is. Yes, both of his arms are canon. Yes,
and his legs.
Hey, so you know what? I'm gonna make sure I'm there with you when they break in Rhode Island, when they break the news to you, when Simon lets you know.
Hey, I'll be with you.
What Max really is
to tell Simon he's wrong. It's okay.
I'll hold your hand. I'll make sure you don't fall, drop to the floor. We'll catch you.
Oh man!
I'll even get you a drink, one for each appendage.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's actually funny. This is a shot glass from the people who do the tiki stuff.
Yeah. Geeky Tikis. Yep.
Yeah.
What's he have there? Does he have legs? I didn't see his legs.
It's just
movie accurate. Movie accurate. Not.
I mean, they weren't gonna make the Geeky Tiki Red Ball Jet hollow and have all the ceramic rubbing inside of it.
I get it. It's canon. It's canon accurate. It's not Kenner. I got it.
He's not a Tiki in canon.
Oh man. So in conclusion, go to Rebel Scum Con. Go to Boonta Eve.
No matter how many arms or legs you think Max Rebo has, you're welcome to come.
You're welcome to
Rebel
come
Scum
if
Con
he
and
has
be
2 or
either
4.
correct or incorrect. But
Right.
at Rebel Scum Con.
Look, as long as you know his fingertips have tiny mouths on them,
Oh my gosh.
that's all that matters. That's the most important.
That's
actually,
true, right?
It is true.
That is a little weird.
So you heard it here first. Kentucky and I are gonna have a 5-minute debate over at Boom to Eve. We're gonna have mics
while the band plays a song. Okay, we've got 3 minutes and 33 seconds. That's how long this song is.
We gotta finish. We gotta finish convincing Hunter to join our side first.
We'll get him sing. We'll get him sing for all the years I've known him. He will not budge.
He's a truther. He's a Rebel truther.
We'll get him.
Yeah. So if you have not gone to Boom to Eve or Rebel Scum Con, it's this year. You've got to go. You've got to go for all these incredible experiences. Spencer, I'm trying to be serious, man. Okay, just wait.
And if you are going to be coming for any of these experiences, I know for a fact that there's less than 25% of the tickets remaining, probably close to 20, if not less than that, left for Boom to Eve. Yep. And I'll tell you what, it's not cool here in the summer. It's definitely gets a little warm. It's definitely a twin sun type place. And
I had a Jawa try to sell me my own car parts yesterday. It's so hot.
Where there is where there is the ability to be on that wait list to get in, after it sells out. I mean, if that's what you're stuck with because you waited, that's okay. But it's going to be better to have your actual full admission and be in there. Get your tickets. It's a fraction of the people that'll be at Rebel Scum Con have the ability to go to Bunta. So make sure you get your tickets, sell it out, because VCN has sold out every event they do, and the last one did, and this one will too. But get it over with, and then we'll move on. So we can move on to more fun at Bunta. But yeah. And if you don't have your Rebel Scum Con badges yet, and you've gotten your autographs and stuff, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
I think I've heard from the marketing department that I don't know if this is true yet. I have to talk to the rest of the team as well. But I heard the price on site for admission will be going up versus online. So it's going to be something you're going to want to do before you show up on site. So that's what I've heard. We haven't 100% of that yet, but it's something that I heard, and I think it's I think it's fair, because we give everyone a good 10, 11 months to get their badges to the show. But definitely this is something you don't want to miss out on. You don't want to miss Bunta. Even though some of the people from Bunta will be at Rebel Scum Con for the rest of the weekend.
And those have been shown.
Yeah. Dawn and Tamara and Bonnie and Kat and Julie and Misty and Anna Graves. They'll be there for the rest of the weekend, but there's an amazing group of people that will not be, like Kim and Lauren from ILM and Stuart and Kirk from that are also older ILM guys, and Paul Darnell, the master, the master of the parkour, and pretty much every single person you see on screen in the Filoniverse is probably Paul Darnell, unless you can see their face, and even then they probably deep faked and it's Paul Darnell anyway. Yeah. And Frank Triggs is an awesome dude. We had him on Order 66 a few months ago. He's fun. We went and had some dinner with him. He's a nice guy. And not to mention those, you probably don't have the slide for it ready, but they have that really cool exclusive poster. That Leia poster. That's okay. You don't need to keep showing that off, because there's only 50 of them. They're going to be gone pretty quickly. So,
but don't forget, because there's only 10 of the metallic print.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yep.
So if you're worried about the 50,
yeah,
there's less of the cooler one.
Yeah. And on top of that, I mean, then you've got Saturday night. I mean, and these are all the things that we talk about the next day. You know, the word on the street at RSC on Saturday was everyone talking about Bunta, you know, like yesterday, the night before. And then Saturday night we've got Dave and Buster's to do the same thing, and that's kind of what we'll kind of stumble into Sunday after that fun.
And once again, concerning Bunta guests, Spencer just put it in the chat again too. Photo ops are up for the Bunta guests that will be at RSC are live now. So the Leia's, Bonnie, if you're wanting to get your photo ops with Aunt Beru or Princess Leia or Princess Leia or Princess Leia or Mission Bao or Padme Amidala or Max Princess Leia
or Satine.
And yeah, then get your photo ops set now. And for those of you who are already using our wonderful and awesome new app, the Rebel Scum Con app, which is available in your app store, whether you have Android or a Apple device.
Whether Max Rebo has 2 limbs or if he has green bubbles, it's
it is available.
I was trying to be nice.
There,
you brought it in. Come on, man.
And when the scheduling has been made on our end and published, you will be able to start marking things in your app that you want to not miss out on, specific photo op times, specific panel times, all of that stuff. Even if you've already pre-ordered, you won't be able to do any of that until those things are put into the actual app schedule itself.
And it doesn't automatically populate either. Like if you you buy a photo op from Pose, even when the schedule comes out, you still need to manually add that into your schedule. Right. Same thing with, because autographs, you're not really dictated a time and date for your autographs yet until, we have people sign that require that. But you can probably start adding your panels to your list. You can add Bunta, you can add Dave and Buster's. There's some stuff in there. There
is definitely some stuff in there.
Yeah, there's some stuff in there.
And the map. You can even see where stuff is on the app. So go to your handy dandy Rebel Scum Con app and start organizing your Rebel Scum Con experience today if you haven't already.
Yeah, I think almost everything that's happening in Panel A is in the app right now.
Yes.
Kind of snuck it in there. I didn't. Yeah. I was gonna. We haven't.
That's why I was confused. I was different than
yesterday.
Like, what do you mean it's up? So okay, cool. Yeah. There you go. Noted. Yeah.
I like to sneak stuff in there and then just see if people mention it. Like, were you looking? That's
yeah. So get hyped up because we're July 1st, so we're just over. We're July 2nd.
I know the app will tell you.
Wow. And the app has a countdown, guys. Yes. The app has a countdown. We are 35 days away, 16 hours, 51 minutes, 14 seconds away from Rebel Scum Con. So get your tickets for Bunta Eve. It's going to be a blast. You'll be seeing these guys. If you see me talking about Max Rebo, just deal with it. I don't know what to tell you.
Just deal with it.
Yeah. Go.
Just know that he's right.
Oh, that debate is definitely happening. I'm just letting you know, Kentucky. It's happening. I'm going to talk to Spencer. He's going to approve it, and then we're just going on stage for 5 minutes. We're going from there.
What was really funny is I have this debate all the time too with our editor Nemo. Yeah. And one time I found the Micro Machines Max Rebo, and he also, like your Geeky Tiki, just pegs in to the red bulb jet. Yeah, so it's just a little square peg. So I sent after we debated so much, I sent him a picture of that with just the square peg, and I sent him a picture saying change teams, and I'm like, Max Rebo has 3 limbs.
Oh boy. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for listening. Go to Rebel Scum Con on Instagram. There's a Facebook group as well. And then Discord. Go on Discord. Go follow us at virtualcantinanetwork.com. We've got merch. Rebel Scum Con's got merch. Yeah, go and check all that
And we
stuff
don't hop
out.
the Trek. That reminds me, Spencer, you're gonna love this.
Oh no.
boy. We're never gonna end this.
You thought you were getting out of here. Yeah. Yeah, you could check out Ricky on MySpace.
Yeah.
Look at that propaganda.
Oh, boy.
We're putting a phaser gun at Hutch's table so we can suss out the Trekkies.
That's
all the time.
So don't be upset at my wife because of she hasn't watched Fanboys yet.
Okay.
But
it's free on Tubi.
Right. So I will be showing it to her
on Saturday.
Huh?
Yeah, it'll be playing on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, then shoot. Should she wait until then?
She could. I mean, it's gonna be at the same time as the cosplay competition, so
okay.
Mm.
And we might introduce her to Dan prior to that and tell him that she's a super huge fan.
Yeah, she's gonna have to avoid him and everyone else until Saturday morning. So all Friday. And if the guys are attending,
she knows all the Fanboys trivia. Just go nuts, ask for everything.
It would just be easier to watch it again as a fan instead of breaking the cherry and watching it for the first time.
My opinion. Was to show her before we went, so yeah, we'll be doing that.
I would say ask her which she thinks she feels would be more special for her. You know, as a fan experience.
Yeah.
If she thinks watching it together in preparation ahead of time is better, make a nice movie night of it. If she thinks watching it there during the event is better, then do it then.
Yeah. I mean, I just think them being of the cast and the director being there is absolutely incredible.
And writer.
Like,
and writer.
Yes. And not only that, you will have a opportunity to take a photo op in the van.
With all those guys. Yes.
Yep. All rush all the time.
Yeah. So does Colin have oh gosh, what? Does Colin have a lucky R2 or is it a lucky?
He wishes he had it like these.
He only has custom figures, like ones with like legs that don't have legs and stuff.
With that being said, thank you so much for listening and watching the live stream VCN for the virtual. I can't even function right now. Thank you so much for listening to VCN transmissions. My name is Colin. Thank you so much for coming on, Bobby in Kentucky. You can see all of us at Rebel Scum Con and in 35 days, 16 hours, 46 minutes, and 37 seconds. May the force be with you forever and always.